His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on a profession, you got to step down and protect your country. That country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We have seen things happen in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we got to be standing to be a patriot. You have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Comot-town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. If that demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
Why will George Weah, who is tempted by Joseph Boakai, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, dirty, sting, you could find him passing around, practically dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you wear vex that you will struck the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, you are falling in the place of Moses.
The Liberia National Police commends the Congress for Democratic Change for the discipline, calm, and statesmanship demonstrated during the recent eviction process. Their respect for the rule of law, despite the deep sentimental value and history attached to the property, reflects a maturity that strengthens Liberia's democracy. This movement is not only a testament to CDC's leadership, but also a reminder to all political institutions and citizens that our democracy grows stronger when lawful decisions are honored peacefully.
Today, you have a rebel police director who thinks that he has arrived. And the worst thing about all these people, they all benefited from the magnanimity of George Weah. Ranging from people on the bench of the Supreme Court, they got letters from George Weah. If some of them choose to pay him back with evil, it's up to them. The very Gregory Comer today, he worked in the previous administration when Weah came, he also got another letter again. If he chooses to do what he's doing, it's up to him. And one thing I can tell you for sure is this is how we have always been molded. That's how God has already molded Weah and catapult him into success. He will suffer rejection, denigration, humiliation. That has been his life. How can you make somebody who has been down the line their shame? The person has gone through shame. They have gone through disgrace. They have done everything they cared. Whatever people thought and were laughing at them, they surmount everything and catapult themselves into becoming someone who is towering that the whole world can look at today. What more can you do? You think you're bringing that person down? You're just hurting yourself. In fact, what you are doing, you are destroying yourself. You know what it takes for you to proud in yourself of being bad? When people are looking for good image, you are happy in becoming a bad person. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
This government assigned security to the former president's house. This government is capable of bribing any of its security to plant any evil in the former president's house. This government has done so many things that have questioned the credibility of the president. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, former president's house, women assigned security to the former president's house. This government is capable of bribing any of its security to plant any evil in the former president's house. This government has done so many things that have questioned the credibility of the president. They have manipulated the law. They have manipulated security. The president has interfered with investigations of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Of other issues that we know of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. No of. There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency.
George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. The bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. A bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. He would never ever.
Sure that George Weah is out of the way so he can, the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. We know of.
There's nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. Nothing this president cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, cannot do to make sure that George Weah is out of the way so the United Party can continue to maintain the presidency. But I can tell you, this is a bad example. If a former president, the police should go there to verify. Let them come out and say that fire incident is a lie. Have they gone there? What happened to President Weah house? It is not party chairman house. It is not speaker house. It's not NSA director house. It is the house of a man who was just the chief executive of the country. It is the house of the man who was just president of the Republic of Liberia. We are talking about someone who held the mantle of the country.
There's the same thing. Because we are dead. The only difference about between Father and George Weah that, Father is too old, he get dance, he can go to party, he get crop. When he did small labor, he will get drunk by way, he will not go to work for 2 days, he will call holiday again for him to rest. I told you how that energy for doing almost everything go to work the next day. The reason for it, that's just the difference. If George Weah, if Parker go maybe to some party, he drink, he call holiday the next morning to rest, and then the music work for him. This is the only difference. You cannot continue to subject the university for God's sake.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion of certain conditions. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happen in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their star is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
For we are to God Almighty, the creator and sustainer of the universe, God who keeps watch over us throughout the night and has sent us into this day. Sent us into this day. What a day it is. Glorious day. Glorious day. We are grateful. Yes. So it is the 22nd day of October 2025. The 22nd day. It's a great day. Good day. Yes. All of you, wherever you are following from, say good afternoon. Thank you. As per your time zone or geography, we say hi universally. It's another day. We are back. So, great people. Elijah Elliott, Congo Town, Tilo Eric, Baptist Seminary Community, Stanley Sharif, Ibrahim Addison, Morovia, Philip Nangbe, Dallas, Texas, USA, Blama Khan, Old Roll, Musa A. Sharif, New Georgia, Gatnesville, Philip Kura, Dubai, UAE, Emmanuel Bra, USA, Dixon Bala, Riverside County, Papi Keita, Dupont Road, Stanley Boso, Jeremiah Labla, FBA Community, Nukwe Bon, Yasa Sharif, USA, Ansu Famula, New York, Roof Bine, Phoenix, Arizona, USA, Numonti Yanti, Randa Street, Man Richardson, Hotel Africa Road. You people are worrying in that area. Josephine Yeoman, Silva, Washington, Broadview City, Venetia's Bar, District 16, Paris, Slover, New York, USA, New Jersey, rather. Jackson C. Pooning, Iron Factory, Block Titan, Ninankuya, Boaka Zodua, Mecklin Street, Waterside, Salibia, Lee, Juan Momolu, Gale Street, your business center, Usman Sol, also the same street, Gale, your business center too, Gabriel Lawson, Iron Factory, Broad Street, your business center, Patience Wisner, Lane Street, opposite the Liberia, that's the Ministry of Public Works, Patricia Zia from your office, yes, the doctor himself, the man himself, the chairman, everlasting chairman, chairman for life, the reference point, the melting pot, the only chairman, Romarico or Cannibal for short. Oh, yes, the one and only chairman. Welcome, all of you. My dear sister, Orita Sunday Way Choir, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything. My Southeastern sister, what happened? Dwight, I've not seen Dwight for a couple of months now. What happened? I guess she's busy because you people on that side, yeah, it's so busy. Now, yeah, we play fun, we joke or work. Yeah, but hope that everything is good. My dear Southeastern sister, Dwight, I've not seen you for a couple of while now, a couple of days, weeks. Okay, so let's get started. Time is of the essence. Today is Wednesday, the King's Cash Giveaway, the jackpot. Just start playing. You are a candidate for 5,000, 2,000, 10,000. Yes, there is the complimentary prize of 5,000, standard prize 2,000, and then a lucky winner 1,000. So start playing and see how many thousands, almost a million, up for grabs by you, for you, and only you. That start 7 9 and star 8 hatch. Yes, that's the code. Star 7 9 and star 8 hatch, and play with just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and you have for yourself 5,000. You can, good amount. 1,000 give you 5,000. One of my guys was excited this morning. He was so excited. He said the game yesterday, Barcelona and Olympiacos, he put in his bet. He was so excited. I saw him rejoicing. So I just said to him, but what happened? Why are you so excited? He said, the, the usual expression they can use. He said, my man, my ticket cross. He said, my ticket cross. He's so excited. And I asked him, but how many dollars you play? He said he played just $1. $1, and he said 1,900 Liberian dollars. And I said, wow, $1, just $100 rather, $100. Liberty gave him 1,900. So he got 1,800 profit. So you see, the same way, just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, I gave you 5,000 United States dollars. So don't miss it. Keep playing, start playing, always play as many times as you can. The Canes cash giveaway. We are going into the season. You might even get in a good position before you can even get into the season. This November, you just play every day, always, all the time. You will win. All right. So let's go. Let's get started with what we've got. Today is Wednesday. Let's get out of Liberia. We talk something a little, and then we are out for the day. President John Mahama's government plans to reverse the renaming of his predecessor, Nana Akufo-Addo, public universities. The government said it plans to introduce a draft legislation to achieve that. Under Akufo-Addo, the University of Energy and Natural Resources became the K.A. Busia University of Energy and Natural Resources, and the University of Development Studies became Simon Diandong Bombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies. Police in Dar es Salaam have confirmed the arrest of John Heche, the deputy chairman of Tanzania's main opposition, Chadema Party. No reason or reasons were provided for his arrest on today, Wednesday. A few days ago, Heche was stopped by security officers at Tanzania-Kenya border on suspicion of crossing into Kenya illegally. He denied any wrongdoing. Top government officials are listed among the 23 witnesses for the defense in the treason trial of Nigerian separatist leader Nnamdi Kanu. Lawyers for the detained indigenous people of Biafra founder reportedly intend to call Minister of Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Weke, Minister of Works David Umanchi, as well as the former defense minister, ex-chief of army staff, and several governors to the stand. The IPOB leader, Kanu, is expected to open his defense this week on Friday. Kanu has been in detention since his arrest outside Nigeria in 2021. A group of Malawian youth called the Active Life Rehabilitation Children Foundation is giving free physiotherapy to children with disabilities in an area near Lilongwe, the capital. Cameroon stands as voters await the outcome of a general election. One opposition leader is claiming victory in the race against incumbent Paul Biya, but the government calls it treason. Lastly, Kenya's President William Ruto has announced a partnership between his country and Senegal to lift visa restriction for citizens of both countries. That will be doing it for developments out of Liberia. Keep playing the King's cash giveaway. It's 5,000 up for grabs and materials. Dial star 799 star 799 star 8 hatch. Star 799 star 8 hatch and win for yourself 5,000. You can also pick up a complimentary prize of the same of 2,000 standard prize. Too much money up for you guys to win. Start playing now. Play as many times as you can. Don't worry. Don't say that, oh, it's not too good for me. Take advantage of it. You can never tell. It could help solve your problems. All right. So let's get to the issues we've got on our plate this afternoon. We've got a couple of things to look at, and then we are out. A couple of things to look at. We are at the Senate. We are at the Senate. From there, we in China. We in China. From China, we move on to the Senate, and then we in the House of Representatives, and then we are out. Yes, we are out. But let's get it first before we can get started with those. Let's have this break, then we get started. Let's have this break first. Let's have this break. Yeah, is it? This break, please.
CDC coming again. Drawing blueprints, breaking ground. A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break and being a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising. The rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start. Through laughter when tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break and being a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start, through laughter when tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break and being a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. We blow up from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. We blow up from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. We blow up from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. We blow up from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Breaking ground, a foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts, a place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, the walls are rising, the rules are taking shape, building a new home. We blow up from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
Yes, thank you. So, the Senate pro tem, Yombli Kanga Lawrence, made an announcement. She gave an announcement in the Senate that she was in China, and during her visit, she took advantage of the opportunity to get China coming to renovate the arson chambers. They say it's arson. So she sought support, and China agreed. Have a listen.
I wish to announce to the Senate that while on my official trip to Beijing, China, I met with His Excellency Chairman Zhao Lihe, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, China's legislative body. He is also a member of the Politburo Standing Committee and falls behind President Xi Jinping and the Secretary General of the Chinese Communist Party, making him the third most senior leader in China. We had a friendly dinner, and while at the dinner, I made a request for the repair of the joint chamber that got burned and the renovation of the offices in the Capitol building. He immediately requested the presence of the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of China and in the presence of the Liberian ambassador to China and I. He instructed the inclusion of my request to projects approved for Liberia. I also met with Mr. Shen Zandong, Chairman of the China International Development Cooperation Agency. The agency is in charge of foreign aid, and the project requested for the legislature was also highlighted in the meeting by both of us. Also, the request for scholarships and exchange programs for legislative staffers were also approved. Today, I will turn over a report to the Committee on Foreign Affairs To continue the processes and communication regarding this will be sent to the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
These people whom you call politicians are cunning characters. Like Bernie Spears said, they make you to think stupid because they think you are stupid. Stupid in the context you aren't educated. That they are educated because they sit in high office. By that illusion, they are clever, they are sound, and you don't have the education. You are peasant, downtrodden. You don't have the ability to reason well. Oh, sorry, please, I beg you. I made a mistake. It's *79 and *24 hash. Yeah, and it's 20,000. Please forgive me. That was an error. Yeah, it was an error. The jackpot today, Wednesday, is the jackpot. I made an error. That was an error, please. And it wouldn't affect you. It wouldn't affect you because that's not the right one. The right one will go through. Dial *79 and *24 hash. And you play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you hit the jackpot of 20,000 Liberian dollars. 20,000. So you see, I reduced the number. It's higher than 5,000. It's 20,000. Please, thanks for the understanding. So keep playing, always play, never stop playing. Play as many times as you can, and we will give you that money. Not in the studio, but our partners are the ones who are giving it. We are only disseminating the information. So take advantage of it. It is an opportunity. It is a breakthrough. It is a testimony. You can tell. Play as many times as you can for 20,000. Dial *79 and *24 hash and put in 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. I told you of the guy who play the football game that they have too. He said he play 100. His ticket cross. That's what they usually say. Ticket cross, meaning what they put in as per their calculation. It came to pass. They hit the jackpot. So he got 1,800. No, 900. So his profit is 1,800. So you play 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you have 20,000 Liberian dollars. Won't you want to take advantage of that? If I had that opportunity, oh, come on, man, I'll play as many times as I can and get that money, because you know what? I play less and get more. So I profit and they done. So you see, it's up for you. It is for you, player. They will think that you are stupid. And I can blame these people. I will blame the weak media we have. The media of just wanting to spread information and not to be critical. You've got to be realistic with people. You've got to think. You've got to put your head to the ground. Hearing an announcement of this, what do you want to do? You want to put everything to the table. She goes to China. Before going to China, when the building, when the smoke or the fire was put off, rushingly, what did they do? They announced 1.8 million United States dollars. They made an estimated projection for the renovation. We were told it was going to be injected in the budget, and the budget was passed. The budget for that period was passed. It was the time they were dancing in it, they hastily passed it, they were moving all around. That was it. Was that 1.8 million United States dollars infused? Or It was just a mad talk, mad, M-A-D, mad talk, because they were vexed, the building on fire. So you come and say, we put 1.8 million. That's what they call mad talk. You vex and you say, yes, we'll do this. But you're not reasoning well in terms of procedure, how it ought to go. So with China to renovate, what are the terms and conditions by which China has agreed to renovate that place? She did not say. Is it purely goodwill at no cost to the Chinese government, or they set some conditions? They are bringing huge amount into our economy. The GSE boss said part of their responsibility to know money coming into the country being used and the purpose for which it's being used. How are they coming to do it all by themselves? That Liberia, the government would not contribute a dime. They would do everything. I tend to wonder, because this whole thing here, everything China is doing it for Liberia. Almost everything China. And people are just excited with not going deep and understanding what is happening in the background. Listen, there is nothing absolutely free. Nobody on earth does things for you just because they have it without profiting in return. That's not how it works in the world. Even God gets something in return for every good he do. Every day we hear China has agreed to do this. China has agreed to construct overhead pass. China has agreed to refurbish or renovate the Ason building. China has agreed to build this road. China has agreed to build this building. China has agreed to do it. So China has focused its time, energy, and resources only on Liberia. What is it? Does China have interest? Do they have a vested interest? Are they profiting in return? And should they not? Are they doing these things that they like Liberia? Liberia is the only country that they like so much. I thought that the pro-tem will explain to the people, meaning the country, the terms and conditions, how China is coming. You agree, you talked with them, but they will not. It's not how it works in the international community. Oh yeah, our building got damaged. We want you to come. Then they say, yeah, we're coming to damage, to refurbish or to renovate. So China just going around looking for place to construct and renovate. We have to be clear and transparent here. The initiative isn't bad, but what happened? What happened with the 1.8 million budget they came out with? They estimated the date and estimated projection of 1.8 million to have that place renovated. When the argument came about, they said it was going to come from the budget. It was that budget that they passed hastily. So did they put that 1.8 million in that budget for the renovation of that building? They did not tell us that they were going to source funding or solicit technical support for the renovation of that building. We were told by the legislators that 1.8 million United States dollars will be used for the renovation of that damaged portion. And when they did their, I think they contacted some people, but they announced. So what happened with that money? They will have to come back and tell us whether that money, no, it was just an announcement. It didn't go, because you owe it to the people. They owe it to the people. They have to tell the people. That's transparency. If China has agreed as announced by the pro-tem, then what happened with that amount? Was it placed in the budget? Was it taken from the budget? We see some things happening at that joint chambers that was damaged. So where the money coming from? Where the money coming from? We see some work going on there. Is it the 1.8 million they are using? If it is the 1.8 million and they arrive at 1.8 million as the amount sufficient to renovate, then why the pro tem will ask China to come and do the renovation? There is a confusion there. And her colleagues had no time to query her. So you see, in my opinion, she needed to explain exactly the entire. Something is just not right with that building renovation. And that is why people hold to the conviction that they know who burned that building. They know. The first thing, the building is burned. You cordon off the area, which is the normal. The first thing, you refuse. They went and started taking things from the place, took chairs from there, people going back in their respective offices, and everything is happening. Less than no time, you announce the renovation of the place with no engineering forensic investigation to determine the extent of their damage and how much it will cost, because you can determine, the legislator themselves determine, instead of the engineers determining the cost based on the extent of the damage. They came out. We did not hear that from any local or foreign engineer, that based on our assessment that it will cost 1.8 million. The legislators came up and announced 1.8 million for the renovation of the Capitol building. So they know what happened over there. We saw things that happened there. But my concern, our concern is, Madam Pro Tem, the initiative isn't bad, but you want to go beyond just making a frivolous statement, a statement to get your colleagues cheering you. You want to detail it because there's confusion in the public. Public official is under obligation to allay the suspicion and fears of people. So if you went out into China and China agree as per your approach or your request to renovate, then you want to explain the detail that it will be at no cost to the Senate or the government. It will be at no cost to any institution in Liberia. The Chinese government takes full responsibility for that. Then the country no. But until then, the money the things you've been doing over there, that you know what's up. You know that 1.8 million, where did it go? You'll have to tell us about that 1.8 million. That will be doing it for that. Will take us to LACC. LACC. We are LACC, and the LACC is escorting us into the legislature to give us a bad picture of the Senate, the House of Representatives, and then a look on the other side called judiciary. That both the legislature or the Senate and the House of Representatives bad off, not leading by example. Do you know that those guys over there that just showmanship they on? Come on, they're not leading by example. They see themselves, they blindfold themselves with this honorific, honorable, instead of being serviceable and leading by example. They feel so motivated, feel thrilled, excited when they are called honorable. Moreover, they use their authority to invite people. Honorable presiding, I move that if I can get the support of my colleagues, that we invite the director of police to come before this august body to explain why there are too many deaths in the country. They are their power there. They enjoy themselves saying that. But let's see how empty they are from a leadership standpoint. Liberia legislature is the only legislature. Don't lead by example, but expect others to lead by example. Listen to this appalling report given by Alexandra Zoe, Councillor Alexandra Zoe, head of the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. 30 persons in the Senate. You listen to the number of persons that have declared their asset according to the woman. 73 persons in the Senate, in the House of Representatives. 73. Listen to the number of persons, the number of representatives that declare their asset, but they will be chastening other people. They will be calling and they will be condemning. Those people are just empty. They are just empty by example. They don't lead by example. They empty. Listen to the woman giving this appalling report. The Senate, House of Representatives, Judiciary. But the emphasis on these people who think that the law, they know it all, they are sacrosanct, they are the best of all, they are the holiest of holies, the other people don't know nothing. Listen, yeah, listen to Councillor Alexandra Zoe, head of LACC.
From the legislature, particularly the Senate, 35 administrative staff of the Senate declared their asset.
You get it? We'll take it gradually. Let me say 35. The administrative staff, not senators, not senators, the administrative staff, 35. Listen to the number of senators that declare their assets.
And 7 senators filed their asset declaration.
7. Only 7. Out of 35 persons, or 30 persons, sorry, out of 30 persons constituting the Senate, only 7 did filing. The 35, the administrative staff, chief of office staff, those different clerical people, 35 in total. The senators, the law and gospel people, the most holy ones, the most righteous ones, the highly educated ones, the ones that are on the floor, yelling all over the place, all kinds of things. Only 7.
Also with the LACC. From the legislature, particularly the Senate, 35 administrative staff of the Senate declared their asset, and 7 senators filed their asset declaration also with the LACC.
35 support staff, 35 clerical staff, they declare their assets. They declare 35. Congratulations to you people. You know what that means? It shows that those 35, they are responsible, they are intelligent, they are institutional, they know what it is or what it means to declare. They got nothing to hide. They are the superior ones to their bosses. 7 means negligence. Out of 30 persons, only 7. Do the math. See how many persons have not. But every day, they're condemning people. They're saying this one about this person. They're saying that. Those people, yeah. Listen.
From the legislature, particularly the Senate, 35 administrative staff of the Senate declared their asset, and 7 senators filed their asset declaration also with the LACC. From the House of Representatives, we have 4 representatives that declared their asset.
Liberia, the rescue legislature, the rescue House of Representatives. What a shame. What a disgrace. 73 persons, only four declared their access according to Alexandra Zoe. Only four according to the councillor. Only 4. 73. They refuse. They are defiant characters. They are defiant characters. They are deviant. They're not people for you to respect. No. I'm saying it this way because we know how they portray themselves in that Senate and House of Representatives like they are the perfect ones. The rest of the people who are outside, no, they ain't anything. Only 4 with regime speaker presiding. The people who say there will be no business as usual, Boaga said there will be no business as usual. No business as usual is an expression as it would not be as it was in the past. It break away from the past. Everything different in the present. That is the meaning of that expression, no business as usual. How it was in the past, it will not be like that in the present. If the people didn't declare their assets in the past, every one of us will declare. Simply put, we lead by example. Leading by example? No. No. It means leading by difference or leading with difference. The two are not the same. Leading by example is different from leading with a difference. Typically, no business as usual means we will lead with a difference, meaning our attitude, our conduct will be different from the people of the past. That's what business as usual is. Don't understand it to only mean money. It means the mind, the mentor, how you think, how you position yourself. Everything starts from here. 73 persons, only 4. But see them over there. So morning gobblers. They're the only thing they know. No example, but it's good. I rescue. Alexandra Zoe, please go ahead. Go ahead, man. Sorry for the interruption. I won't do that again. I beg you. Sorry.
From the House of Representatives, we have 4 representatives that declare their assent vote. The judiciary recorded 10 declarations, including the new Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, His Honor Justice Walter M. Canning. So these are efforts that are being exhibited by public officials that have said the LCC wants 100% compliance, and so for fourth quarter, we're going to ensure we continue to work with public officials to ensure that we get our full compliance, and then I will speak to non-compliance. So for non-compliance, we identify a total of 140 officials. And I would like to say here in this 140 officials, I need you to pay attention to the number because this is something I've been reporting for the past 2 months. We have some officials who are in Monrovia and just refuse to comply. By December, we'll put the final listing for 2025 or let the public know who are these non-compliant officials. So if you are a non-compliant official, if you know you are occupying government position, including board members. So we have been also talking about verification process. We can safely conclude that we are drafting our final report. This exercise has been ongoing for a while now, and the reason is because we've been collaborating with other institutions. So we've been collaborating with the LRA, we've been collaborating with Centra, we've been collaborating with the National Business Registry, and we all know getting information, getting documents, all of these, all of institution is a bit difficult because we do a lot of manual paperwork. So to go into the archive, pull a document, it takes a while. But we will be coming out with our final report. We'll be coming out with a lot of reports for 2025 in the last quarter.
That will take us to spineless. The emittance of spineless emittance. The man who call his colleagues say they don't have the spine. Today, he's muted. They were playing the smart, but you don't play the smart with reality. It doesn't make sense, because no matter what, it will come up. Martin Luther King said, no lie lays forever. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. You can suppress reality. Reality is just reality. You either admit your inability, your fault, or you leave it as it is and argue not with the public when you have done nothing. They are admitting now that they've done nothing. Job creation. The country is empty. The lie told the young people. The lie told you Unity Party people. They play on you. They use the mind game. Today, they come to admit that they have not provided job, and if they cannot provide job, the likelihood of winning 2029 is slim. That's what they're saying now. They're confessing. Yeah, it's rescue senator.
The new Talk Oct, Mr. President, the Senate, the civil colleague, especially us for the rescue government. Our people say we move.
They're not true. My people that one are not true. The same thing they were saying against CDC people. And not all CDC officials were me. Let's admit, there are officials who were me. There are officials who were not me. Some of the CDC officials were supporting Unity Party people when they were in position. I know that for a fact because we saw a couple of it. The same accusation they brought against the people, the same thing they're doing. They mean, they ratting mean. They ratting mean. The same line, that's not a meeting, he injected this, so I just thought to share light on it. The same thing. Their own people. You saw what happened with Kuz in Badnasville. Kuz was a die-hard Unity Party. She risks of life for Joseph Boakai. She was dying. She did not have it. Unity Party people, they never turned to that lady. Today, she honored the ground. There are several. There are the people who complain the same way they were saying, oh, CDGans go to their own people office. The people, they can't get a job. They can't even look up to them to put a dime in the pocket. They were using all of those things. The same thing they're doing today. Because the few they have reached now, what they were fighting for, they get it. So they've drawn that line. They drawn the line of the elite and the plebeian, the downtrodden. So the people admitting, and they realized that this is what they were saying against some of the CDC people. They say, oh, the people are not doing this. The people are not doing that. They're there. The people realized the thing that they were saying against CDC people, you're doing the same thing. So you say CDC people were me. You people are me. You're doing the same thing. You can reach out to your partisans. Your partisans go to your office. You send message out and say, tell the people, and I are going for meeting. Why you in the office? They go to your house. You say, oh, you tell them that we're going to see the president. We're having a meeting with the president. All kinds of things. We're hearing it every day. Your people complaining. Some of them say why they voted for you. They regretted why. They never knew. This is the kind of future they were going to get. After giving them a lie that they were going to have a better future. So the rescue senator admitted, and you see the rest of the people will come. They realize, come on, we can keep lying to the people like this. You know, let's face the reality. Let's come on and say, no, until we can create job. Until we can create job, it's an admittance that there is no job. So it has to be. Not that we don't have the means.
Mr. President, the Senate, distinguished, especially us for the rescue government. Our people say we moved.
Shame. Hey, you see how he said it? Shame. The voice in the background, of Senator Snow. Senator Snow say, but that one did not lie, meaning that the reality, all of us in this place here as senators and beyond, we see the number of things. Senator Snow was by that expression, he was simply saying, you did the same thing to CDC. You say CDC people were mean. So you admitting that the people say you're mean, and that's true. Her colleagues, they were under the background, they say, but that's true. They're not lie.
Our people say we moved. For the rescue government. Our people say we moved. 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 1 minute, 1 minute. No, let's go 1 minute. Our people say we need. By the way, money was flowing. I beg you, Senator Moise. I want to land on something here. Give me a begin.
That an old man, I just know that an old man that rescue Mo. He said where money was flowing. You know when you were referencing that, not CDC time you were referencing when they were doing all kinds of things here during the campaign, giving money here and there. They came to move a speaker. You saw how money was flowing all over the country. Anyway, whichever way you saw the guys were enjoying themselves. Their own conscience beating and they coming out. That Prince Mo, the second voice, that Prince Mo, he said money was all over.
Our people say we need. By the way, money was flowing. I beg you, Senator Moise. 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 I want to land on something here. Even if you get 5%, the sex that you get, they say you mean. Even if the 5, so they just say no, maybe you're not lucky. I don't get something from that person. The general perception is a public official, especially we can prove the mean. Mr. President of the Senate, more than 20,000 jobs in the private sector in the labor market that work and men was selling for that job, for those jobs, and depriving our people. We cannot be here under the regime and allow it to happen. We should not allow it to happen.
Go to the main points, Chief.
2019, 2018, the former government paved the road, the door for military road. First time in the history of this country.
Yeah. That place when we was constructing, when we announced that he was going to turn that place into a main road, alternative route. These same people in opposition, not necessarily what are you going to do there? What the man was in the country of money. That today, he let's go back to the ego. We are.
The door for military road. First time in the history of this country. Road, the door for military road. First time in the history of this country. The door for military road. First time in the history of this country. The door for military road. First time in the history of this country. First time in the history of this country.
You know what he's saying? Hey man, how do I describe it? A shameless character will put on some kind of bold face to come on and just talk. Thing that they condemned yesterday, they condemned it all through, they never admitted. They never saw anything from national level. They never, because they just did not want anything to happen good for this country under Weah's regime. They condemn everything. They will always say, every day Weah did nothing. Every day Weah did nothing. That was the national anthem. They do community role. That's the alternative route now. And when they start working across, according to them, when they start turning across into full lane, that this royal now, you see it, even when there is a problem with the main route, everybody using Doe community. But yesterday, when we started, the man wasting the country money, the man a useless man, the man a footballer, he ain't got no vision. Yeah. Nothing was right there. Today, he admitting that how God can beat people. Mariama Fofana, She said that God beating them, so that God beating him, so shameless character.
Oh, you go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country.
Well,
Go for
but
military
when you got to know
Faster in the
that?
history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. Go for military role. Faster in the history of this country. In 2019, there was a by-election that contested in. The people in job for military walk on that road to go vote for me. They didn't vote for the government candidate because they didn't have job. We must be intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people. Intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people.
This is the admittance.
About providing job for our people. 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 Intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people. About providing job for our people. Intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people. About providing job for our people. Intentional and deliberate about providing job for our people. So we can think that they listen or the president. They empower them.
Confession, admittance that the government, Joseph Bima Boaka government, has not provided a single job. Going to 2 years, all the promises, 10,000 training of young people in IT, 10,000 jobs, 20,000 jobs, everything fast. The shame now they're coming out to admit because they're seeing exactly what happened. The international community too not comfortable with them. This is the cunning character they send out. Do you remember the jet plane, the private jet? And this is this cunning character they send out to come and test the water, that he apologized to WIA for condemning the use of private jet. At that time, he never knew the importance of private jet. Now he know, and there is a need to get one private jet for Joseph Bima Boaka. And now the same cunning character, that what they do, they send him because he can sound like pepper bear, doll of a senator. You see, at least he admitted the Dole community role. You will confess one by one. When you devilish and wicked of heart, you never see anything good of your colleague. And you never praise him. But they should praise you when you're doing. And that's what is with Unity Party now. You must praise them for what they're doing. But yesterday, they said we did nothing. The people saw infrastructures going up. But in their literacy, they were still telling the people that we did nothing. We did nothing. We did nothing. We did nothing. You come now as rescue. Under 2 years, you can provide a single job. You say you rescue. Rescue means you're taking hold, you have taken hold of the situation, your plan already in place, you start with it. And the people start to see the fruit, they start to see the substance, the worth, the promises you made to them. They see those promises getting off the ground. Just under 2 years, you have done nothing. We are in 2 years, we are making significant breakthroughs. We have started moving here and there. And you people were saying, oh, the men are footballer. So he was going, everywhere he go, they were getting jersey. They were getting football. But those football and jersey turn into infrastructure development. Boakai, the rescue now, rescue one, nothing. You come on and confess that the only way things will go well for you. You're all of you come to confess, and you started Dillon. The rest of the people will confess. At least you admitted that no job. You have not created a job. Nothing. He simply say, if the people had job, if they had created job for the people and the people working the earning Sunday, the people will not say the me. The reason he say, the people say with me, especially with the rescue people, because no job, the people not get it. Then they pass around some senator or representative, rescue senator, rescue representative to get elected. The rescue senator, rescue representative can't do anything, defending the people of where we getting money from. Government has not even paid us yet. Can you imagine legislators saying that? We have not even taken pay. The next thing they will come over, oh, okay, we'll see you. And call me and you get my number. Oh, what a shame. Thank you for admitting. We're waiting for the other people. Yeah? Waiting for the other people. That's it. Oh my God. Oh my God, the man gave the difference between between we are and the president. Well, a soup guy's vexed. The guy's vexed. Look at the University of Liberia. Nowhere has been rescued. Everything. Nowhere has been rescued. No. The people only rescue themselves. They hijack the budget. They play in it. They divided it amongst themselves. Nothing happening. The same way they said, we are government officials were soliciting bribe before they could award contracts. They took that one, they ran with it all around. Yeah, the American government, the business climate report, they said there is high request for bribe, meaning before rescue government put pen to paper on that thing, you must bribe them, you must get them money. Then I will say that the U.S. government, they have the people here, they're checking on everything. They say corruption is high. When we're talking there, they say, oh, because we're opposition. Yes, we opposition. I want to allow our identity. So you'll not be making news when you say it. You'll not be saying anything different. That's who we are. They both say corruption all over the place, bribe all over the place. Look at government ministries and agencies. Look at it, they're stealing all over. I know the people are not too sure that born out May 2029. So they're trying to solidify themselves ahead of time. You're seeing some of these signs. Yeah, you can see it. One more guy. Let's go. The two guys and they got so mad today. They blasted Boga. They said, sitting here, you just say, we are this, we are that. They say, oh, we are used to drink. But if we are getting energy, and you, when you finish, you go later and sleep, you call holiday.
There's the same thing. Just we are dead. The only difference about between Pada and George we are that, Pada is too old, he get dance, he can go to party, he get crop. When he dip, small Lagos, he will get drunk by when he will not go to work for 2 days, he will call holiday again for him to rest. But George we had that energy.
Thank you.
Drink almost every day, go to work the next day.
Thank you, Papa.
Listen, Pada, that's the difference. If George we if Pada go maybe to some party, he drink, he call holiday the next morning to rest, and then the music work for him. This is the only difference. You cannot continue to subject the university for God's sake.
Let's tell you again, Papa. We understand. We understand you are holding for chief. We understand. You say again. Say. The UN man. They so many that UN there. We gotta find some way to trim the man. They made it more boss. So I say, the Papa drink, you can call holiday.
There's the same thing. Just we are dead. The only difference about between Pada and George we are that, Pada is too old, he get dance, he can go to party, he get crop. When he dip, small Lagos, he will get drunk by when he will not go to work for 2 days, he will call holiday again for him to rest. But George we had that energy to drink almost every day, go to work the next day. The reason Pada, that's the difference. If George we if Pada go maybe to some party, he drink, he call holiday the next morning to rest, and then the music work for him. This is the only difference. You cannot continue to subject the university for God's sake. This is the same thing. Just we are dead. The only difference about between Pada and George we are that, Pada is too old, he get dance, he can go to party, he get crop. When he dip, small Lagos, he will get drunk by when he will not go to work for 2 days, he will call holiday again for him to rest. But George we had that energy to drink almost every day, go to work the next day. The reason Pada, That is the difference. If George Weah, a brother go maybe to some party, he drink, he call out the next morning to rest, and then the music work for him. This is the only difference. You cannot continue to subject the university for God's sake. This is the same thing. George Weah did. The only difference about between brother and George Weah that, brother is too old, he get dance, he can go to party, he get club. When he drink small liquor, he will get drunk by way, he will not go to work for 2 days, he will call holiday again for him to rest. But George Weah had that energy to drink almost every day and go to work the next day. The reason, brother, that is the difference. If George Weah, a brother go maybe to some party, he drink, he call holiday the next morning to rest, and then the music work for him. This is the only difference. You cannot continue to subject the university for God's sake.
Let us turn to you, see what you have said. You left your comments. Let's read some of them, not all. Then we turn to you to have your say. Josephine Yeoman say, how will the people get job when the labor minister selling job? Man, rocking it touched the rescue man. Why you got that? Charlotte Bullet says CDC October 18 program was an eye-opener for the so-called rescuers. They just starting with their pseudo confessions. Boima Croy say Dillon. He is what? Not too clear. Sorry, not too clear. Philip Nangwe said these guys are playing fun of the Liberian people. I foresee the people getting fed up and these lawmakers out of office. Emmanuel Bra, yes, I truly believe and hold a similar view that leadership of both the House of Representatives and the Senate know so well who burned a portion of the Liberian Capitol building, sad and shameful. Prince Coleman, GMB government means nothing to this country. Trust me, we will be in mess for the next 4 years to come. All right, great. We'll read the rest of the messages. Let's go now. 077-223-9933 077-980-375. Have your say. These 3 pointers, the disclosure or the announcement by the pro tem that China has agreed to renovate the burned portion of the legislature. The LACC boss, Alexandra Zoe, said the legislature, the House of Representatives, only 4 declare their assets. The rest of the people, no. The Senate, 35 clerical staff declare their assets, and senators, only 7. And the confession of Dillon that truly the government has not created a single job under 2 years. Let's go. Where do we start from? Let's go this way. Hello.
Hey, my dear brother, how you doing?
Fine.
This is Austin from District 13. I'm surprised to hear Fake Dillon today confessing. Really a true confession. A true confession. Liberians should open their eyes, their ears, and listen to Dillon. That Dillon today talking? Jesus Christ. Thank you. We are listening to him. There are more confessions to come. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, it is King 7.
Yes, this is Kings 88.5.
Okay, good afternoon, Andrew, and good afternoon to your men and listeners. Andrew, this is probably Abraham Big Dale. I'll call you this afternoon from the FE Bell. Andrew, my attention has been drawn to two key issues, that you spoke on. One is the LACC report concerning the Senate, and another one is the attitude of those rescue, lawmakers towards their fellow partisans. But me first address the issue of the other report. You see, Andrew, always when you are working in an institution and then the head of institution is irresponsible, everybody that follow that head will also be irresponsible. Okay? So the head of rescue is an irresponsible person. Andrew, can you remember in this country when this old man headed the CPP broke down? It was because of his irresponsibleness that made CPP to break down. So those lawmakers who also they don't want to do anything that will resemble responsibleness. So every one of them, they will always exemplify the irresponsible behaviors.
Okay.
Now, their attitude, quickly before I can leave your life, say, Andrew, I beg you, please give me this time. You see, Andrew, for this one, it's not about party politics. But the reality remains there is, anytime, if you know yourself that you always be going to people to ask them for certain things.
All right, Chief.
You should
Thank you.
always be able to put on that spirit of goodness.
All right. Thank you,
Be
sir.
able to give hand out.
Thank you, Chief. Hello.
Yeah, Andrew, how are you, sir?
Great.
Hello?
You are on.
Peter Kalam.
Peter, you're on the air. I think it's your line, though. That's your line. Hello? Peter, that's your line. Yeah, you went off. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Sam Andrew.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is Wilson Sabato calling for Jacob Town Ria. Sam Andrew is true thing. You always say, I ever see someone that they know who was the manager for the whole thing for you to come out and confess. Then I will continue to confess until 2029. Thank you. Those are not decided after they were decided by post. Why they were doing for Jawia, they can't reach down. We never go to 2026, 27, 25 now they start confessing. So thank you so much. All the way you're doing it without going in vain. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I call for another street light in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. And Mr. Sam Andrew, I think young ladies need to really give a detailed information and about China coming to construct the branding portion of the capital building. You cannot just come and hand over information. You are dealing with an educated and an intellectual society. What is the term of agreement? That's what we want to understand. So she had to explain to us because we are fully aware that China will not just come and do free job. And additionally, there was some money that was allocated, just as you said, 1.8 million. So they should be telling us what happened with the 1.8 million that were allotted for the construction of that renovation of the capital building. These big guys, they are very corrupt. And therefore, you see, God does everything for a people. They people, and they make people to believe that we was the problem of this particular country. Today, they are at the epicenter of power. And every decision that they made, they are being exposed to the Liberian people. It was good that they came to power. See what Dillon is doing now, confessing at all angles. They told the Liberian people that they are going to create jobs.
All right,
we
Chief.
are empowered. We're not creating jobs today. We have gone 2 years.
Thank you.
Nothing, no job. Every sector has totally fallen apart.
All right, Chief.
Thank you. Joseph Mabwaka government.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much. The official spokesperson for Liberia Solar Movement, William Jelinia, the for Carwell.
Let's hear you quick.
Yeah, thank you. Direct development will pay for all the mayhem that caused in this country. These are the guys that yesterday they said, we will not put, I will put in the way. They call the food, I will not correct everything about the year, will not good. Then they tell them to do more. Whatever they are doing in the country, they are trying to pay for it. Thank you so.
All right, Chief. Let's try the women's line. Hello. Hello. The women, your line open. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Andrew, that's my brother.
Yeah, fine.
This is my CC on the line with you. Me take you for the show. Yeah. So Andrew, let's yeah. What you said in the past, they are come to pass. They will not confess, yeah. When we're telling people in this country that person, we are being worse for this country to insulting us. The last time the Lord on G15 confessing the same thing. That we lie on, we are going to win for your power. We are there work for this country, but we lie everything we're doing what completely blind out. And today you can't go back. Let them not confess it. So the Christian will be out there and say, they will not get a job, they don't get a job. Let them not open a while more in the study and talking about. They are ashamed, they are very mean. You said it for me yesterday, but today you can't power. I don't want to go job. I bet up on the library in this country. Everything I talk about too. So we inside my brother, we inside water. We are said here, we inside. Macha. People are behind the line, they say, oh, they let go plan. Oh, the oil on the table. Oh, they declare the asset. So the money for you, they will pay their money when they pay that God bank. And then what they say today that they're going to do free. Where is the money now? I say, Andrew. What the money are you asking them for? What the money is? What the money that they set aside to build that place that God bought today? Where is the money? It's a nickel to help on. I go to free of alcohol. What the money they put inside it? Thank you, my time for having me. Water. We don't get tired. Thank you.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
This is great from people. Mr. Andrew, 2029, why you don't say you confess it? And when I let you don't tell them, they're not coming to people if you don't go for it 2029. And now you see the talk. I don't know all body power and power. When we're telling it, they rescue government and me work for the country. They don't want to do it. I brought the calamity to us. And now you confessing, yesterday you were Oprah FM talking no their way more. Mr. Andrew, you believe that I think that they don't talk me? They don't want power to man. Because 2029 and like what I food again. So nobody gets time for that election right? Oh, we don't. Nobody gets time for it, nobody voting for year 2029. You brought the calamity to us. You come out on water school. You can't call about you're the one brought the calamity to us. You're telling people that we are not women. And now you say you confessing. What's very crappy confessing? The rest stay on your link. Thank you, Mr. Andrew.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Sir Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Victoria Power calling from Johnson. Thank you very much, my brother, for everything that you said. I listened to the no voice. I'm talking about rescue. We talk about from the rescue government. I want to get joy. The people remain. President, we are in the interest in the country. Yes. The minister and president, we are appointed. They were in the interest of the people. They carry loud to them. They go against president. We are within seconds. The Liberian people. They listen to me. They go against president. We are in seconds. They know they never doing well for the nation. Everything that they're doing, can't have it for you. He said your taxes that you are using to pay your room. Your taxes that you are using to pay your children's school fees. Your taxes that you are using to better your life. They go against them within seconds. The grandmother they don't go and contest to now. If you are voting on them, maybe the parents will announce it. They will be the most stupid crime in the whole world. Let me tell you, if you are voting on, because we the country, that people will vote, will reject the useless senator for granted, which is open. We take it from there. That cancer, we take it from there. That beer, we take it from the granted people. and your vote, you know, then you will be the stupid trying the whole world.
Okay, thank you. Hello. You want to stick within the time. You want to see it's not good to cut you off, but we are compelled to do it because you don't want to stick.
Hello?
Just hit the point and be finished. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
You on the air. You on the air.
All right. The one I want to do, you run out today, who say talking? They chat up there, what is result? The result after they can't be there. We get a result here. There's coming to the capital Benin. What? As long as they walk out of that, they don't get a lot of oil. They say, it's talking free, mom. They will say, we are waiting for time for the man. They say, they got a lot of nobody again will listen to them. Thank you, sir, Alu.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
This is Hello Council. Sir, the people are telling us they're going to face capital billing. So why they facing capital billing? They tell us those people that we elected, they think we stupid. We eat our own brain. Sir, I see something in your own notebook. You all read history about it. You said people that will vote. Thank you.
Okay, Hello Council. Hello. Let's go to the man. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Abashari and I join you from St. Paul's Bridge. Let me use the time to appreciate people for your effort. A small way you're doing. You're working for us as citizens. Mr. Andrew, you know, they don't attitude election for all of Liberian people. How me I see it. Because they don't know that the Liberian people were not having job. And he told him in campaign that he know, and he told the Liberian people that they're not having job. There is no job. There is no medication. He tell in campaign on that thing. Tell the Liberian people that when they come there, they have job because job we are not giving the people job. So he make us to understand that there is no job in the country. It means that job we are nobody knows job we are. Job we are do not have contact. No international contact. Then now coming to tell other, he laughing at us. He laughing at us. And let me be frank with you. If they don't know talking the way, they don't look at a time that he get a 9 year, he laughing, he know that 2029 closer. So he has to make for the Liberian people to get confident in him. And he lied to himself. We already know the wrong. Any kind of way he can, we put him also. There is no way we believe the wrong. Anything he say, we not believe in. Thank you for following me the time, yeah?
Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Andrews.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Mr. Andrews, I'm Spencer Mohammed in Mapopo Corner, down Coast Spoon Hill, Western Community. Mr. Andrews, my old man used to tell me something. And I think she told me in the past is what coming to life today. The old man say, if you live long, you can see plenty of things. Hey man, they don't talking a day. They don't refer to the Doe community road. That's of the road from Point Blanc community to go all the way to Johnsonville as a community road that lacks no essence and no high economic value. That they don't talking a day today. They don't. So everything that you guys did to bring us to where we are today, the Lord, you guys will pay for it and your generation will pay. That today you know that those community road is important. That today you know that Johnsonville road is important. When you refer to those roads years, a community road that lacks no substance. But Mr. Andrew, all the guys will confess, even the one from the University of Liberia, they are confessing. Before this year comes to an end, all the guys will confess and President we are rough with score on them one by one. That's why I will always call to congratulate President we are for giving us the opportunity to see what we are saying today. So we are, thank you. We are getting to know who love Liberia and who truly believe in Liberia. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to erect the checkpoint for the already failed government. Thank you, Mr. Andrews.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Let's hear you.
How are you, Sir Andrew?
Fine.
Yeah, anyway, there's this AB Kali I'm calling you. You see, all these things president we were doing at that time, they don't even criticize it. Point on, they don't yesterday, I try everything. That now you know, to community road is important to us, you know. Today, you motor, they will not be busy, they will not be busy as usual. Today, people can get there on time. Today, police are killing people here and there. The crime rate is on the increase. There are drugs everywhere. No busy as usual. What ambassador we are there in the past? Anything ambassador we are there is your theater. Job we are not doing anything. Where are the jobs? Where are the roads? If they don't want talking, people can move for maybe and read the scene day. So greater Thursday road that they achieving on the border government there. Similar like they don't know all those things you were talking. I plan everything yesterday. I job are coming or getting in the car, they will read maybe the same day. So greater road that they achieving there that you know. The job you're promising or a job will plan get jobs. You're coming to your job. Almost 2 years in for where are the jobs? The all employment is on the increase. Jobs is everywhere. Breaking the rule of law. Is that a thing you telling us the house belong? Similar to house belong. But let me conclude on the note, say Andrew. You can fool a woman to girl, you can laugh over, but when a woman comes to you, to lie now, you can be out. My brother, thank you for following me the time.
Hello.
Welcome, Mr. Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is St. Joseph from Clara Church, getting for the black. You getting me?
Chief, you are on the air.
Okay. They just about that government here. Scatter government, we can't understand nothing. They put their corrupt already seen it without working. So we're not here to waste we don't want for the year to go that we're waiting for. So thank you for the call. All I get to say.
Hello. Cut off your radio. Cut off the radio, please. Cut off your radio.
Yeah,
Chief, you can't get the radio loud and you call. You want to hear yourself talking? No, you can. Lower the radio and you call so it doesn't give feedback for you and us.
Yes, Andrew, you getting me now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the car I'm going to contact you the West Point. Thank you very much for a particular program today, but they don't confess to that they fail people. They don't want to go back. They don't lie. Nobody will go for his country no more. Where is the truth? You can crack on that judgment day. You will now go back. You don't go back to that house because you turn suicide. You don't turn suicide. You $10,000 every year you give each day, so you get $10,000. What you can tell you to? Why is the block road? I'll get $10,000 each day to get $10,000 every pay. I said I can't go or that way suicide more you want to because your way go catch you and after you want to big people for the block road. So they don't tell you true. You don't tell you nothing was to crack on our German day. You now go back, maybe at the kind you go to go over $10,000, but I'm supposed to follow. He said, "Oh, country, they told me, you told a lot of people in the bro, yeah. You told a lot of people. I mean, you spoil the whole country. You spoil the country. The men take the country, the best city. Because if you want, you can get it. So now you're getting now. Then you want to switch it to here. A lot. You're putting for now on to Judgment Day. You not get a job. No, thank you for the program.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. You did well by spicing it up this break. Yeah.
Joy. Rastafari. It's a redemption day.
Certainly, redemption has come. Deliverance has come.
I'm on the blue revolution. Y'all ready?
We go. Get.
Let's go. CDC come. CDC build. CDC ready. Headquarters coming. Oh. Yeah. We build need a new book. Let's build. Let's build. The men they want evil, they want make it in my way. Hey. Let's build. Let's build. We did it before and we can do it again. Hey. Let's build. Let's build. The men they want evil, they want make it in my way. Hey. Let's build. Let's build. We did it before and we can do it again. Now I say,
We coming again. We coming again. We coming again.
We will do it again.
We coming again. We coming again. We coming again. CDC coming again.
Drawing blueprints, breaking ground. A foundation strong where love will stand tall. Every break can be a piece of our hearts. A place we call our own. No matter where the road we go, he was arising. The rules are taking shape, building a new home. With love from the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace.
let's build. The men they want evil, they want make it in my way. Hey.
Let's build. Let's build.
We did it before and we can do it again. Hey.
We are the masses. This is our party. It's not a building. This is an idea. This is our struggle. This is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
The Blue Revolution.
The Blue Revolution.
They break it before, we build it before, they break it again, we will build it again. They break it before, we build it before, they break it again, we will build it again.
They in position,
The best.
we in opposition.
The best.
They gave us eviction,
The best.
they turn to demolition.
The best.
We turn right,
The best.
we turn left,
The best.
we do this,
The best.
we do that, the best.
They are
That's how people get crazy.
for no reason.
You just pile of vexation in you.
All the money bags, all the means bags.
You soon start getting serious psychological problems. The next thing you fall down and die.
This apologist was for rescue puppets. Tabula rasa put us in economic destitution.
It's very unusual. From the start, through laughter and tears, through the struggle we face, we'll build it strong, fill this room with joy and grace. Let's build.
The men they want evil, they want make it in my way. Hey.
Let's build. Let's build.
You know that expression, eh? Huawei.
We are the
They made it for evil. The Papa gave them Huawei.
It's not a building, this is an idea, this is our struggle.
Confusion within the government. Hold on.
Be broken, better.
It ain't easy. I said confusion in the government. Confusion in Unity Party government. They have started fighting amongst themselves. They try to hide it, but it's coming out.
Yeah, we know. They break it before, we build it before, they break it
Tell them, doctor.
again. They break it before, we build it before, they break it again. We will build it again.
They in position,
The best.
we in left, the best. We do this, the best. We do that, the best. They are so bad.
No song that pains Unity Party people get them on set. It terrorizes their inner soul, break them down than this song. They don't like to hear this song at all. They can welcome all the other songs, but this one, no, they didn't like to hear it.
The struggle, this is our future. We can be broken, better and stronger forever.
You couldn't have said it any better. This is our future. Better together, stronger forever. We cannot be broken.
Yeah, we know the break it before, we better before, the break it again. We were better again. The break it before, we better before, the break it again. We were better again. They're in position, the best. We in opposition, the best. They gave us eviction, the best. They turn to demolition, the best. We turn right, the best. We turn left, the best. We do this, the best. We do that, the best. They are so bad.
So what must be done now? Everywhere your vest, everything your vest. You will fall down and die. You will go crazy.
This apologist is for rescue puppets. Tabula rasa, put us in economic destitution. They are so bad for no reason. We coming again. 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 CDC coming again.
Oh, Jarastafari, what about? It's a redemption day.
One thing you never want to do in your life, you never want to have a hit. You never want to envy anybody. Because the vessel in which envy is stored hurts than the vessel upon which it is poured. Envy, jealousy, like cancer, when you put it on, you're not affecting the person you think you are against. You are affecting yourself because everything comes back to you. You are exposed. People mock you. They make fun of you. That's what the atmosphere is with Unity Party. They are envious. They haven't done anything significant yet. They know that. And they are following the footsteps of CDC, which is by far superior than Unity Party. So they are photocopying everything CDC is doing. They are pathological copycat of CDC. there is uneasiness within the government, within the Unity Party. Believe it or not, we are telling you the reality. We are on the ground together. We are in the same place. Moreover, together, a small place where information is free to all to know, accept, and use. The government is not too well. Unity Party is not too well. There's confusion within the party. The recent announcement did not go down well with some of the officials. Over the days, you will see a gradual withdrawal of quote-unquote party headquarters. They've been having series of tense meetings. Not necessarily the idea is bad within their opinion, but the confusion came from the timing, the insensitivity, the timing, which put them on or exposed them to competing when there isn't any competition. There's no contestation, rather. When you hear the expression, prove a point, or wanting to prove a point, that's it. So there's confusion within Unity Party. There's confusion within the government. Their standard bearer didn't like how they came out with this shenanigan. It's not a real idea, so let me term it that way, shenanigan. They thought they were smart, but they exposed their mental tanning. 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 Let me use their man's word, their man's description. Tanning. This is the word that Costa will use on seditions when they were in opposition. He will call seditions, a tanning seditions. So let me use his words. He left. History handed that word to us. Tanning UPIS. We are returning to the presidency 2029. They are uncomfortable by his presence in Liberia. They are convinced now that there is nothing they can do to turn the attention off him. They try, but the psychology not working. The insults, the damning descriptions not working. Ministry of Information trying to come of it, but they stay playing the hard ball yet. Yesterday, the minister, the rescue deputy minister, was there again talking all kinds of stuff, say reacting to WIA. Listen, who have not heard that thing? That cliche doesn't have substance again. The Ministry of Information doesn't have anything substantive or worth hearing in the ears of the people. Who have not heard that expression? Say, we are damaged the country. It is their normal saying. They can't say anything beyond that. They can't say. They can't say what Boakai, the president of Liberia, is doing. But they like the popularity. They like talking about we are. And they are confirming Weir's return to the presidency 2029. They are confirming all of these things that you see happening. What they are saying, that's confirmation. They are fixing Weir's image in the people's mind and telling the people that Boakai is not good of an image that you should fix in your mind. When you're talking about one person all of the time, you are telling the rest of the people, this man is important. This image is worth getting in your mental. This image is a brain. You want to identify with this brain. You would think Daniel Sino is the meaning of George Weah. No, I think he's extending the popularity because there's nothing to talk about his boss. There is something called in intellectualism ad hominem. There's this expression, meaning you don't go on personality. You don't go on the person persona, but rather you go for the issues. Because the people you want to talk to or the people you intend to talk to, they don't want to hear personality, they want to hear issues so that they know what kind of decision to make and how to make that decision. When you leave the issues and move on the person, then you are saying that this person is by far better. Let us expand this image. This is a unique image. This is a brand. This brand is palatable. Let's pray. We are returns to the presidency 2029. Even Boakai, the president of Liberia, is campaigning for Weah right now. They have started campaigning indirectly. All of these people, everything you see and everything you hear, they favor Weah. They are in support of Weah. They are not against Weah. They try to portray it, but they are not. All of them, they're working for Weah. All of them are in Weah's dynasty. They think they're condemning him. The people don't want to hear. The people are tired of hearing that cliche. Weah messed the country up. Weah did not mess any country up. They don't want to say Ellie messed the country up. To say somebody or a person mess up is to look from where the person is coming from. Deductive or logical reasoning starts from there. You want to look behind. You can conclude from the end. You always go look at it from where the person is coming from. What did Weah inherit? Weah inherited nothing of significance of this country from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. They are ashamed to tell the people that we are inherited nothing. We are out of innovation, creativity, exposure gave Liberia a facelift, what the English people they call metaphysics, meaning new identity. He gave Liberia a new identity with his ascendancy to the presidency. What did we are? We did not inherit anything extra in this country. Those of you who were here in Ellen's government, you used that to counter these people. What did we inherit? Did we inherit any physical structure from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Did we inherit roads, paved, unique roads from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? We inherited mess. We all know. I feel sorry for the guys at the Ministry of Information, and please accept this deliberate expression. They are dull. I mean the guys who were there during Ellen's regime. When I hear Pierre using that expression, we have messed the country, or I feel for him. I feel for him. He served in Ellen's government. He cannot today say nor point to anything significant Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did as a disciple of her. Pierre served in that government. Nothing absolutely they can point to. Ebe Plaki, the guy at the University of Liberia, Tue, Mo Ali, Bwaka Jaliba, all these people, all of us were here. We saw Ellen's regime. We saw Ellen exiting. What did Ellen leave? Ellen left nothing. We inherited nothing. They will focus everything on Weah because they see Weah as the candidate best suited for 2029. And you think what they are doing, they are against Weah. They aren't against Weah. Well, if they are against, that against is in a positive context because they are spreading him. They are popularizing, they are extending and expanding his popularity. He inherited nothing. They're saying the same thing over and over, over and over. Everybody tired hearing that. Who have not heard Unity Party officials saying that we have messed the country up? Is that a new statement? It is not a new statement. Everybody knows that. Everybody heard that. So nobody, it doesn't make sense in anybody's ear again. And the only reason Unity Party people stay using that expression because that's the only thing they can say. Beyond that, they got nothing to say. They can look at Ellen and say, we are inherited this, we are inherited that, because to say the person messed the country up, those are things that you want to look at. You want to look at those things. What are the infrastructures that Ellen left? What are the infrastructures? Pierre sat with Ellen for 12 years. Pierre, as the Minister of Information, now should be ashamed of himself. He cannot point to a single structure put in the ground by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, his boss. I'm sorry for that little boy sitting over there called Daniel Sano. He's just being used
trying to prove a point or fix himself within the gutter politics that he does not know. He does not know anything. He cannot say anything that Ellen did. Who does not know that Ellen messed things up? Ellen had the opportunity to turn this country into a semi-heaven. No government was opportune, blessed, than Ellen's administration. Money came into this country. Investors flow into this country. Army was, money. Wasn't it in Ellen's government that government officials were building houses in 2 months, 3 months? Wasn't it in Ellen's government we saw government officials were building houses for their girlfriends? Wasn't it in Ellen government you were here at the Ministry of Finance? My man, I started my house 2 months ago. I finished with it now. Wasn't it in Ellen government there was confusion of tampering with documents, manipulating the system? Wasn't it in Ellen's government the latter part of her reign that the United States government will refer to her government as rogue regime because there was unprecedented stealing and widespread corruption when they saw nothing absolutely happening good for the country? What did we inherit? When you aren't historical, you choose not to be a part of history, not to make history a part of your life. The people who are politically deceptive, they will use their deception to play on you. That's what is happening to all of you. If a government official said we are messed up the country, you want to ask them, can you please tell me what did we inherit from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in power for 12 years? Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did nothing significant in this country. The history is there. This is not an imaginary talk. We've been here, we saw Ellen's 12 years reign in this country. The United States government protected Ellen, seconded vehicles and Marines. They pump money into this country to resuscitate and revive and prosper the economy, coupled with the United Nations mission in Liberia, which Ellen should have done. That when people look back and say, Ellen erected this structure, Ellen did this one, that building, this and that. These are things that we are inherited and we are destroyed them. Then you say the argument will make sense. But what did we inherit? You go and ask we are. No. Don't even ask we are. Ask Ellen herself. She got nothing to show. Let's sit in a room. And this question goes to Ellen, Madam former President. What did you do? What difference did you make infrastructurally? What did we inherit from you? There will be, her response will be rhetorical. She will just be beating around the bush. What anything physical, what they call infrastructure, before the system. There wasn't any system before infrastructure. Ellen's government was loose. It was a loose government. Don't care government. People mesmerized themselves in the money. Most of these Unity Party people today that have their own houses before we came in, where it came from. They say we took the money onto himself. Where the money was going? It was we who started structuring, who started breaking grounds. The government, we as intend that no government. By the time the second term, if he was opportune, And he will be opportune a couple of years from now. But at that time, had he had the time, his vision was no government ministry will be renting from private people. What do you see happening today? That we are that Nokal building that is about to finish. That we are. Ellen can show a single building in this place. Ellen was just relying on the United Nations mission, just going from place to place, having meetings all over the place, meeting investors, multilateral investors. The people come to the country, nothing good. What did we inherit? These CDC people too, they just go around filibustering, just being rhetorical. They can really ask a simple question. What did George Weah inherit from Ellen? Did George Weah inherit a developed country and he damaged the infrastructures? Did George Weah inherit a unique economy and he damaged it? These are questions you want to ask yourself. Ask the Unity Party people who just run around with this cliche that we have messed the country up when they can prove. You got to be practical. If you say we have messed the country up, then you want to point to this, point to that, point to that. What did Ellen leave with Weah? It was Weah who exposed this country to developmental politics. It was Weah. Ellen was not developing. Ellen put nothing in the ground. Nothing Ellen put in the ground. Ellen just went and do few roads around. People's cars were being stolen. Garages were unsafe for cars. People could leave they will leave their vehicle on the road and go home. They will leave it to a garage, go when they come in the morning, the battery gone, or a tire gone, or that car is gone. Broad day, Ellen's time, broad day. People were stealing cars all over the place in Monrovia. This person will go to the Ministry of Finance and manipulate the system, take so much money onto himself. The Ministry of Finance was a loose place financially. Don't even talk about the other ministries and agencies which we know about. Why did the American government say we will not put our money in any rogue regime hand when it was early in power? At that time, they said it because they saw unprecedented corruption. How did Pierre build his house? Did Pierre build that house from now? Pierre built that house during Ellen's time. The house that he in, please, man, I beg you. I hold your fault. In Liberian parlance, you say, oh, take God to beg you. You don't allow us to be going to that route. We were here. Ellen government. We saw things in Ellen government. We saw how it was messy, dirty, stink, nasty, messy up. We saw things. I'm using those words in a political context. Meaning uncontrollably loose. Anybody could do anything. Ellen herself was ditching out the money to people. So much so that she divided the media too. Today, have you ever heard, can you hear of that group called Big Fish? You know why they became Big Fish? They will come together, develop an idea, go on a certain radio station and say some things about the government. Then one government official who is in cahoot with them will immediately move to the executive mansion and say, Madam President, these journalists, they this, they that, they're on the radio saying all manner of things about your government. And you know, these things, when the international community, will distract investors, Ellen calls them, give them 10,000, 5,000. We are time, we never saw journalists, government taking journalists to carry them to Ghana. Early time, we saw that. They were going in Ghana, amuse themselves, to pay them thousands of dollars. Government money Ellen was using. So the big fish or big fishes, they saw it as a way of life. Ask yourself, throughout we are 4 years, I consider it 4 years. People can say of 6, but that's not 6. COVID-19, nothing. It was not about leadership. It was not about development. It was about salvation. It's about delivering the people. It's about saving them. So we have 4 years. Ask yourself, we have 4 years. Why we didn't see the big fishes, that group of journalists, and why they are not today? Why they are not today? And there are several that we know about, we can talk. We did not, in no given way, mess the country up. They use WEA's investment as the measurement for their expression, mess the country. WEA's investment, or say WEA houses. Joseph Yeman Boakai, the same thing. His Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Samuel T. Quaya, went to the Senate, even though it was just a smokescreen stuff. So they will say, well, the government is concerned about that construction. There was a smokescreen. Don't take that in serious. He was asked about the presidential villa. He said he doesn't know about it. Everybody in the government don't know about that presidential villa. Everybody, how is that possible? How is that possible that everybody in government, everybody in the rescue government don't know about that villa over there? They just consider it a villa and take off the presidential. How is it possible that nobody knows who is carrying out the construction? And you expect people to believe and be convinced that the government does not know about it? Oh, come on. Come on. Put up your thinking cap. The same thing they were saying to WEA. He even said that in the presidency, he building houses. Get it there. Joseph Yeman Boakai. The same. The same thing. Boakai inherited much more from George Weah, and George Weah inherited mess from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, or nothing else. Why Boakai is not spending much, not doing much? Because George Weah did not only a vision, but he saw that his vision come to pass by talking with investors, multilateral partners, to make sure that their essence or that their presence is felt in Liberia developmentally. Against that backdrop, what Unity Party, led by Senator Dillon and the other people, were doing? They were saying Weah was just traveling all over the place because he is a footballer. He won the Ballon d'Or. So everywhere he goes, they gave him jersey and football. But they saw the outcome of the jersey and football. That today, Boakai is not doing anything much because Weah laid a better foundation developmentally than he inherited from Ellen. Boakai inherited infrastructures. Couple of weeks from now, Noka building will be finished. NSA building. We are everywhere we can go. We are. Just 4 years. I've now taken we are as 6. If you ever heard that for discussion's sake, or for discussion's sake. But look at it. Technically, we have 4 years. How many years COVID-19 last in this country? How many years did we go through COVID-19? 2 years. 2 years. So we have had 4 years. Even that 4 years, less than that. Because the subsiding of COVID-19 doing other things then ran into the 10 years. So he had 3 years plus, 3 years, few months. And look at what he did. So if he had his 6 round years with no crisis, no pandemic, nothing interrupting, Bouaka would have inherited a seeming heaven in Liberia. Tomorrow, we look at that from start to finish. That will be just so you have a preview. That's what we will be doing tomorrow from start to finish. We are returns to the presidency 2029. What did he inherit from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? I see you. Thank you ever so much for being with us. We're back tomorrow, if God permits. The news is on at 6 o'clock. King's Newsroom. Join us for that at 6:50. Isiaka Sharif is in with CDC Hour. And then the night, the doctor himself is in. The teacher of the land, the only teacher of the land, Anthony at Law, Abraham God sent, will face the issues. If God permits, we're back tomorrow.
From the latest news to your favorite tunes, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon.